Hello. If you're watching this, then I must have done something right to capture your attention. I wanted to make this video essay as something of a reflection of sorts. Of course, I didn't know how to use that, so I had to look up a free, decent video software editor, and then proceed to learn how to use it. As of late, life has me feeling something of empty. Somewhat of a void is left in my stomach. When it came to making this video, I had to do it for me, with no concern or thought of reward. I had to do it with no desire for monetary compensation, no thought for views or becoming more popular. The only thought I had was one where I could feel something of satisfaction or being fulfilled. Fulfillment is a funny thing. The Oxford Dictionary has two definitions for fulfillment. The first one is described as the achievement of something desired, promised, or predicted. The second definition is the meeting of a requirement or condition. Popular site Reddit has some of its Redditors answering that they feel fulfilled when they achieve goals, travel, spend time outside, follow their passions or hobbies, finish their assigned tasks, and when they get enough rest. Although I'm sure I could continue this list for the remainder of the video, I wanted to make this video as a motivation of sorts for people who aren't feeling fulfilled. For people who feel like I do. I used to frequently play video game shooters. I would play competitively these games, always trying to achieve the highest rank that I could. I dumped hours into these games. These games gave me an objective or a goal, and I enjoyed games where I didn't have to grind out hours into a character or earn lots of in-game credits just to get an advantage over the opponent. I enjoyed games with a level playing field, games where if I could play to the best of my possible ability, I would be able to overcome the opponent or challenge and win. This sense of fulfillment that I received from playing these games allowed me to spend hours in such games as CSGO, Siege, League, and other popular games available online. I could go on and on about how I spent my time and how these games made me fulfilled, until they didn't. When I got bored of a game, I would proceed to look and move on to another. I even spent a majority of my time in the roguelite genre, games with randomized dungeons and randomized items, where you could progress with high levels of skill. I bring this up because as a society we frown upon video game usage. Time and time again we've been told that games will waste our time. Whether that's true or not, I leave for the individual to decide. In my case, I did get a sense of fulfillment, but it's not quite the same as other fulfillment I could have received by carrying out other activities, such as spending time with friends or family, or when I would accomplish a goal that I believed would improve my character. As a society, we hold people with high skills on a pedestal. Think of famous athletes or Olympians. Most everybody knows the names Michael Phelps, Tom Brady, LeBron James, Messi, Ronaldo, and other countless athletes. We also know names of movie stars too. Henry Cavill, Chris Evans, Leonardo DiCaprio, just to name a few. We even know other famous media stars or YouTubers, like PewDiePie or Charli D'Amelio. I really have only listed a few of the extensive and many examples, and I apologize if your favorite star didn't make that list. Despite these stars, a majority of people remain unnoticed, people whose names won't forever be etched into history. You might be wondering how this relates to us being fulfilled. Well, if you have a hobby or goal, and even if you pursue your respective activity with much time and practice extensively, you most likely may not end up like these people. I don't say this to be discouraging. In fact, I encourage you to pursue these things, but I encourage you to do it with no thought of any sort of compensation. If we were to go after all goals and hobbies, sincerely for the reason of personal fulfillment, whether it be because we enjoy said activity or have desired it for ourselves, I believe this to be a motivation that is pure and can't be tainted. When the going gets rough or obstacles face our way, some other motivations won't hold and allow us to keep going. To summarize the previous points, this video most likely only has a very few views. I don't expect it to get many, as it's the only video I will have made as of yet. But I expect it to be something crafted with care, and something that leaves me feeling fulfilled. It allows me to leave some of my thoughts just out there, and for some reason, that reason alone makes me feel good. My parents had me train in piano since I was quite young, and I hated practicing and would avoid it. If I could go back in time, I wish I'd played more pieces that were of interest to me. Pieces like Megolovania, or different songs from my favorite games, such as Zelda. Although I understand practice is essential to better me, by constant practice I lost the love I had for the very instrument that I began playing. This is the same way I feel or not. I can't draw very well, but I enjoy drawing, and it helps me feel satisfied when I see my improvement. Whatever your goal, or even if you lack a goal, I hope you can turn to this video and reignite the motivation that you need. Lord knows I will turn to this video time and time again, just to reignite my motivation on my path, and head out to begin feeling more fulfilled.